The Owen James Report is brought to you by
This program is brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care. Grace Kennedy Money Services has been here for you and your family, here and abroad, because we understand that you're receiving more than money. You're receiving their love. Grace Kennedy Financial Group has been here for you because we know it's more than just investments, insurance, or banking. It's about security and creating a path to realizing your dreams. For 90 years, honesty, integrity, and trust. The Grace Kennedy Group, we choose to care.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. Which is the most educated country in the world? The answer later in the OJR. There was evidence of central bank intervention in the foreign exchange market today. Data from the commercial banks and other financial institutions showed that while they bought $56.6 million, they sold 45 million. The Jamaican dollar strengthened against the American and the Canadian dollars while weakening against the British pound. In actual trading, the benchmark American dollar slipped 6 cents Jamaican, closing at an average selling rate of $106.31, whilst the Canadian dollar slumped by $1.28 Jamaican to close at $99.38. However, the British pound sterling advanced by 64 Jamaican cents to close at $175.27. On the Jamaican stock market, a 1.3% gain by heavily traded NCB, which cornered 94% of business, triggered advances in the indices. The main JC index advanced by 248 points, or 0.3%. 26 stocks traded, with 10 advancing, 8 declining, and 8 holding firm. The winners included Burita Investments of 12.6%, the day's big winner. Caribbean Cement, newly listed medical disposables, Panjam Investment Trust, Scotia Group, and Supreme Ventures. Now, Caribbean Cement, which has been riding high since its inaugural shipment of clinker to Venezuela, traded at a one-year high of $3.44. The losers included Carreras, D&G, Grace Kennedy, JMMB, Lasco Financial Services, and Sagicors Real Estate X Fund. The Office of Utilities Regulation, the OUR, says it does not grant permission for the installation of solar panels for households. However, if the solar panel owner wishes to supply electricity to the national grid, a license is required. The OUR's clarification follows a newspaper article which inferred that the average person needed a license to install solar panels. Which country is the most educated in the world? Well, based on a study conducted by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, Canada wears the mantle of the world's most educated country. The OECD study shows that Canada is the only country in the world where more than half of its residents have college degrees. Canada is followed by Israel, Japan, the US, New Zealand, and South Korea. And guess what? These are countries which display good economic growth. Finally, in Caribbean business news, the Trinidadian government has again extended the shareholders' agreement between the government and CL Financial stockholders. The Trinidad government issued a statement yesterday saying Acting Finance Minister Vasant Barath signed a 6-month extension of the CL Financial shareholders' agreement, which was due to expire on December 31. At the signing, Barath made the point that the government and CL Financial have made good progress in arriving at a further longer-term shareholders agreement and will continue discussions on the matter during the extension period. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by
Grace Kennedy.
This program was brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care.